We're rolling.
Yes. You ready?
I am indeed. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Asifa Lahore and I am Britain's first out Muslim drag queen. If you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification for further videos. And if you're watching this on Facebook, you know what, just like my page and tell your friends to like my page too.
Hi.
I'm here with my bestie, Sergio. How are you, honey?
I'm very good. I am taken by this dress. It's glistening. All I see is your reflection.
Got it for £5 in it.
Did you really?
I
Where
did.
did you steal it from?
I got it down the Wick Gift Centre in Croydon.
Oh, I like you. You need to take me there sometime.
I will do. In fact, I'll take you there tomorrow.
Oh, get me a good bargain. I like it.
Exactly. So we have just watched episode 4 of RuPaul's Drag Race UK on BBC 3, and we've been watching it at our viewing parties at Stanley Halls in Norwood, which is near Croydon, where we live.
Very close.
Exactly.
Very close to us.
So if you want to come and see us, feel free to pop in there. But this week's episode was all about the Snatch Game.
The Snatch Game.
How did you feel about the Snatch Game?
Well, hold up. Let's go back. So it starts by the queens essentially saying goodbye to Vinegar and saying goodbye to her presence.
Did you know, I read in an interview, Vinegar said that she would have played Sandra from Gogglebox. Which I think she would have done really well.
I kind of see that.
Yeah.
Offshoot, she's also released a music video.
Yeah, it's called
Camp. In our old haunts of Brixton.
Yes, oh my gosh, it was shot, a bit of it was shot in Brixton and it looks amazing.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah.
Represent girl.
Yeah.
So there was that bit, and then the queens spoke about
Something Wong spoke about being in the bottom.
being the bottom,
And-
also Cheryl Hole.
And
was
Cheryl
being,
Hall as well, yeah. How she needed a pussy lit under a fire.
And also Blue, Blue feels that she can, that she now needs to step up.
Yes. And also Bagger was like, I'm glad I got the sewing challenge out of the way.
Yeah, because now I can just go full steam.
Exactly. And, release the Bagger to everyone.
The tsunami that is Bagger.
One thing I want to ask you, Sergio, what do you feel about the Vivian and, giving advice to all the contestants, especially Something Wrong?
I think there's something motherly about her. There's a sense of, she reminds me a little bit of Bianca Del Rio in the sense that she wants to be supportive if she sees something.
Yeah.
She wants to help. And there does seem to be quite a motherly atmosphere between the Vivian to everyone else, and also Davina. Apparently Davina is really supportive
Yes.
of the other contestants. You could turn that on its head and assume that she's being arrogant.
Yeah.
She's being cocky.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I know better.
Yeah.
But I think, do you know what? I think that she takes it. Eating my words. She's done well. She's been the drag ambassador.
Yeah.
She's really polished. She looks polished.
Yeah.
She's very much the Ru US aesthetic.
Yes.
And I think she uses that to boost her self-esteem.
Yes.
And because she knows she has all these pluses on her side, she feels that she's best to support everyone else.
Yeah.
Rightly or wrongly.
Yeah. I see. I actually hear what you're saying, and I agree with you. The other thing is, so when it's a new work day, Ru comes in and tells the girls it's Snatch Game, and then he brings Alan Carr into the workroom to talk to the girls about their characters. And do you know what I loved was the Vivian when she did. She had 3 characters essentially to choose from: Trump, Kim Woodburn, and
Cilla Black.
How amazing was Cilla Black?
You know how much I've always loved Cilla.
Yeah.
And she was so uncanny.
She was amazingly Cilla Black.
Oh, bless me.
Oh, bless you indeed.
I would have loved to have seen Cilla.
Yeah.
But I kind of feel we saw a little bit of her Kim already anyway.
Yes.
But her Donald. So anyway, before we jump to scene, we have 2 Maggies, 2 Margaret Thatchers.
Oh my
Davina
gosh, yes.
and Bagger want to play Maggie.
Yes.
And Bagger's Maggie is funny. It's, very reverent. It's, on the side of, parody.
Yes. Very spitting image, I thought.
Very spitting image. The devil eyes.
Yeah.
And the funny face.
Yeah.
Whereas I feel, well, we don't know, but I feel that Davina would have been more method. I think Davina would have been more true to who she was.
Yes.
But Davina, being the congenial queen that she is, she just said, you know what, Bagger, you do it. And even ended up lending her outfit, her garment. And, from our experience with Davina, you know Davina quite well, you've worked with Davina. There is a really kind... She isn't afraid to be helpful.
Yes.
Because she knows what she can give.
Yes.
And she just really comes across as really, really genuine.
Yes. I like her. I mean, we're never going to know what her Margaret Thatcher was going to ever be like.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
No, we won't. That's very true.
We're never going to know what it was going to be like because she chose Julia
Childs, the cook.
Which was fine. She was okay. I don't think she did great in Snatch Game, but, it was okay. Who else?
Cheryl Hole did the GC.
Love the GC.
The CH and the GC.
Can I just say, I love Gemma Collins.
Oh, you do?
I love Gemma Collins. She's amazing. I think I laugh at her rather than with her. She's amazing.
I think there is a sense of she's very much in on the joke, and I think she knows that she's pantomime most of the time.
Yes.
Cheryl, however, just felt like she was being herself.
Yes.
With a few razzle dazzle, cheesy-isms here and there.
I agree.
I think she could have taken it way more.
Way more. I think if I'm honest with you, I think Cheryl played it really safe with Gemma Collins
and
her version of Gemma Collins. Like, I think Gemma Collins is way more louder and brashier and, over the top than that. But I just felt that Cheryl Hole was just playing an extenuated version of herself.
Vivian did the DT, Donald Trump.
Yes.
In all his orange juiciness self.
Down to a T. The voice, the actions.
It was so good.
The isms.
One of the best, like Michelle Visage said, one of the best impersonations.
Amazing.
Ever.
Absolutely amazing.
Bagger obviously did
Margaret Thatcher. And it was batshit crazy. I loved it.
Crazy.
It was like Margaret Thatcher towards the end when she was going loony.
Going a bit mental.
Yeah.
Speaking of loony, Blue Hydrangea did filthy Mary Berry.
Mary Berry.
And it was so good.
It was so good.
It's just because it was so unexpected. Do you know what it reminded me of? Do you remember when Alexis Mateo did Alicia Keys?
Yes.
A pregnant lesbian Alicia Keys.
Yes.
It was up there because you don't expect her to be that fucking filthy.
Exactly.
Apologies for the language. And it was just so funny.
Exactly. I loved it. I thought she really, really stepped up her game. And again, you don't expect Mary Berry to be totally filthy and say all those things.
She was on it. And then you had Crystal, who played one of the Golden Girls.
Yeah. I think we should just pass on Crystal.
Yeah,
it just wasn't on it.
The only thing that stays with me is syphilis.
Syphilis, yeah.
And I'd rather not.
Exactly. No syphilis, please.
But it was just, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. It was just mediocre.
What did you think of Something Wong's David Attenborough?
Something Wong is very much in her head. Throughout, there's just a set. There's all you can hear and feel the cogs moving.
Yeah.
And I just think there's always she has amazing ideas. Go back to the Lick Me stamp.
Yes.
That her ideas are so well thought out. But I think she gets lost sometimes in the ideas.
Yes.
Because her David Attenborough was amazing.
Yes.
It just wasn't
funny. Yeah.
It reminded me of Eartha Kitt when Valentina.
Yes.
It is me, Valentina.
Yes.
It reminded me of Valentina's Eartha Kitt because it was so on point.
Yeah.
The voice, the look.
Yeah.
But
it just wasn't.
Listen,
funny.
she had the crispest Oxford shirt. It was so David Attenborough.
Yes.
But it just wasn't funny.
Yeah. What did you think of the runway theme?
Bring it to the
runway. Bring it to the runway.
So it was deformed weird science.
It was weird science, basically. So I think drag queens gone wrong. with chemicals.
Well,
let's
quite
move on.
know.
Yeah.
A few of them. The ones that stick to mind are Davina, who was a blue bubble sort of mermaid.
Yeah, that was stunning.
Really good.
She was really stunning.
I really loved Vivian.
Yeah.
It was so conceptual. It was like mossy. She had that nose, honey.
She
and
would be forever known
but
for
we
her
cannot
nose.
forget her lace front eyebrows.
So you were telling me this earlier today.
Yeah. So did you not notice this?
No, I didn't.
After this, please just Google or just watch it again.
Okay.
Just see how, because honey, those aren't her natural brows.
Right. Okay.
You know, working closely with, you know, in people's faces, I can recognise a brow. That's a lace front brow.
Just in case you don't know, Sergio is an MUA.
Yes, I am.
Okay. I also loved Crystal with her axle grinders.
Is that what they're called?
That's what I assume they're called. Are they called axle grinders or axe grinders?
I have no idea.
I think they're called something like that. Something grinders.
It really took it to the next level.
Yeah, it was
really
like,
grungy.
wow, yeah.
And again, she's always said that she is different and that she does, you know, aerial work.
Yeah.
And it was great to see that.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they were able to put that in the studio, you know. It didn't set off any alarms.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, the fire. But
yeah.
it was really good. I loved the perspective, especially, you know, if they were homemade FX. You know, like, that was amazing.
Something wrong.
I could see where she was going.
Yeah.
She is always
Thinking outside the box.
Yeah, amazing.
Always, yeah.
But it just didn't really live to the same level of everyone else.
Yes. And also, it didn't live to the level of her own previous runways.
Yeah.
Because her runways have been great.
Yeah, it felt a bit unfinished.
Yes. What did you think of Blue Hydrangeas?
One
Eye.
The makeup was great, but she's amazing.
Mm.
But in comparison to everyone else,
Yeah. She doesn't register with you.
no, not really.
Okay.
And no offense to her,
Yeah.
because you know, makeup-wise, she's stunning.
Yeah.
But
I think, do you know what it is? I think she catches me more than, say, Cheryl Hole. Cheryl Hole, I'm just like,
I think there's more substance with Blue Hydrangea.
Mm.
Cheryl is personality. Cheryl is shablam, shablam.
Yeah.
You did it, whatever that.
Yeah.
You know, she's very much personality.
Yeah.
Whereas the other one relies more on her visuals.
Yeah. I get that. So the judges obviously deliberate. What did you think of Jerry? Hornani Halliwell.
Halliwell. And, you know, Chatty Spice.
Yes.
And Judgy Spice, aka
Yes.
Alan
Michelle
and Michelle
yes.
Visage.
Yeah.
Listen, I could watch Alan Carr every day, any day.
Yeah.
He is so witty.
Yes, he is.
Jerry was a bit prissy, wasn't she? For a woman that wore
The Union Jack.
Union Jack tablecloth.
Yes. And had her boobs full
Yeah,
out at the
all
Brit
the
Awards.
time.
She was
She's
the most
all-
garish Spice Girl.
But she was the one, the most vivacious. She had such personality. My favourite.
Yes.
Like, I remember when I was at school, the heaviest time of bullying,
Yes.
that I once sat at a school Christmas party reading her autobiography. Because it was the only comfort that I had. So, you know, many times she gave me such comfort, so much solace.
Yes.
It was good to see her. She was very prude. I think she's very much become the Hampstead wife.
Yes.
You know, the wife of the millionaire.
Yeah.
She's done well for herself in that
Yes.
respect.
Yes.
And she's kind of become that.
Yes, she has, yeah.
Because she felt very prude. I'm like, this was a woman who, you know, shook a kebab at Prince Charles.
Do you know what I mean?
But, yeah, I loved it. And I loved...
What, did you know that she actually pinched the ass cheeks of Prince Charles?
Yeah, I'd heard this.
Yeah.
What I loved was... What I've loved so far in RuPaul's Drag Race is how friendly the judges... Not even just friendly, but how involved the judges are, the guest judges.
Yes.
They're so involved and they're really in on the joke.
Yes.
And I think you don't really get that as often with
the American
judges.
Oh God, I remember the days of Santino Rice.
American judging, I think it's also a different. The more it goes on, you can see how different, shows they are.
Yes, I agree.
Yes, it's still drag, but it's a different ball game.
Yes, agreed.
The ones I didn't like visually, I don't think that's strong, but Something Wrong wasn't great visually. I think the bottoms were the bottoms.
Yeah. Well, do you want to tell them, spoiler alert, do you want to tell them who the bottom two were?
So the bottoms were Something Wrong and Crystal.
Do you agree with that? I agree with Something Wrong. Her Snatch Game wasn't funny.
I would
and
put
her
Cheryl.
I was going to say, I would have put Cheryl in the bottom two.
I love her when I love her. I like that she's repping her hometown, but it just doesn't register with me.
Yeah.
The tops were
Vivian, Bagger, and that was it.
Yeah. Did Davina do well?
She was in the bottom three.
She was in the bottom three. Yeah, bless her, from top to bottom. And Bagger and the Vivian were both equal tops.
They were equal
This
tops.
will only galvanise them to think they're the shit.
Well, I mean, to be honest, they were amazing. And it's interesting, I mean, Alan Carr mentioned the BBC should give them their own show. And I think they should actually do...
Just
it's not
bring back
TV.
Spitting Image.
Yeah, bring back Spitting Image. It's so funny.
But with drag queens.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
That would be amazing.
Imagine Spitting Image but with drag queens.
Imagine, that would be amazing.
I'd watch it.
Yeah, exactly.
You could play Baroness Worsley.
I could play Baroness Worsley.
You could play Priti Patel.
Priti Patel.
Hello. Oh, imagine
Oh, God.
Priti
That'd be
Patel playing Margaret Thatcher.
Oh, that'd be amazing. Okay, so obviously they're the bottom two. Crystal and Something Wrong have to lip sync. And the lip sync song is
Spice Up Your Life
by the Spice Girls.
The Spice Girls.
Amazing song to lip sync to.
Amazing. It's one of my
Amazing.
faves.
I love
I love it
Spice
when you
Up Your
perform it.
Oh, my curry version of Spice Up Your Life.
I love it. Take me to the curry house.
What did you think of the lip sync?
Really fresh, really good, but it shows that the UK queens aren't natural at lip syncing. Of all the shows that of all the UK lip syncs, there isn't again, they don't have to do this regularly. They sing, they can entertain in other ways.
Yes.
So I don't think it's a skill that many have.
Yeah.
And you can see that. But it was one of the better lip syncs to date.
Yes.
On the UK run.
Yes. Did you agree with the outcome?
Yeah, I did.
So
I love Something Wrong.
Yeah.
However, I feel that Crystal gave a better performance. I know I'm hesitating because I know how much you enjoy Crystal.
I love Something Wrong. I absolutely love.
Crystal Something Wrong. I meant that.
Yeah, I love Something Wrong. Absolutely adore her, and I am so sad to see her go. It was great to get some Asian, representation on the show, and I'm sad to see her go. But I think she can lift her head up high, and I agree with Joey Horner, who said, she represents what Britain is today. And I agree with her. Britain is integrated, it's funny, it's bold, it thinks outside the box, it's irreverent. And what did you think of Jerry coming at the end as Something Wrong was writing her lipstick message?
The Spice Girls were always about empowerment and supporting each other. And it was nice to see that Jerry still carries that.
Yeah.
That was beautiful. It wasn't just a few words that she said, because a lot of the judges aren't allowed to have contact. So for her to go, you know what, I want to go backstage, and to do it on camera, I think that's powerful.
Really powerful.
And it's, she was always my favourite Spice Girl and forever will be. Read both of the
autobiographies. They're amazing autobiographies,
they
by
are.
the way. Go check them out. What are you thinking about next week?
I'm disappointed that there's no POC representation or BAME representation.
Oh yeah, so the top 6, are we into the 6? Yeah, the top 6 are now all white queens.
They're all white, but we don't know their ethnicity.
Yeah.
I think a lot of them are Caucasian through and through.
Yeah.
And if you think about it, in the UK, we live in a bubble in London. If you leave London, the majority are white people.
I get that.
I hate to put it like that, but two queens out of 10 queens. I wish it was more. I wish it was more diverse. But are we expecting too much?
Maybe. Who knows?
I hope if there are to be more seasons, I hope that there is more representation. I'd love to see a South Asian queen. I think you'd be amazing on a show like that.
Yeah, I mean,
I'd love to see.
I think also it's about who auditioned, right, for season 1. Who knows who auditioned for season 1?
True. I'd like to
maybe
see
a lot of diverse queens didn't audition.
I'd like to see a South American queen. I'd like to see an African. I'd like to see the show. Like when we go to shows, there is such diversity.
Yeah.
I'd love to see that showcase because it's out there.
Yeah. I will definitely be auditioning. Don't you worry.
Oh, is that a? What's that thing when you? Is that like an affirmation?
Yeah, I think I'll audition.
Okay. Well, you don't lose anything in trying.
Exactly.
And I hope that, taking into consideration, I hope that there is more gender diversity. Bio queens, non-binary queens. We've had.
Davina's a non-binary.
We've had not amazing. We've had Shady, whatever her name was, Scaredy Cat.
Scaredy Cat,
Who
yes.
who identify. So I think there's a window of opportunity for diverse representation, and I'd love to see it.
Yeah, let's see what happens. I think inevitably it's going to go that way. The show is because younger people are now so more fluid with their gender. So let's see what happens. Is there anything you want to say before we wrap up?
I am really enjoying this season. I can't wait to see what happens next. I think it's very much a 3-horse race at the front right now between Bagger, Davina and Vivian. I think holding up the rear are Cheryl and Blue Hydrangea. I think that this episode is very telling. I think we're heading for the definite top 2s. I think are the Vivian and Bagger, definitely. You think they're the top 2? Definitely. I just think something was telling me that they are the top 2. They're in the top 2, I reckon. And also it chooses that narrative of, last week they had that Thelma and Louise run in the car. Yeah. Maybe that's what they're building us up towards. Yeah, I think they're the top 2. And I think if there is one, I think Davina's Miss Congeniality. Let's see. Let's wait and see. Right, girls and boys, we shall see you next week for our episode 5 review. But until then, feel free to share this video. Oh, and one last thing before I go. Remember, our exotic jewels will be at RuPaul's Drag Con in London in January 2020. Oh my God. And we can't wait. We cannot wait. So if you want to wear stuff like this, fabulous exotic jewels, then hit us up. Right, bye. It's great, honey. Let's take your clothes off. Oh, that's what all the boys say.